Hey guys, what's happening? I got another Saturday night rant. I almost forgot the name of this little series here. And today's rant, it's not really a rant, more of a funny. Yeah, I probably shouldn't call this a Saturday night rant, considering that it has nothing to do with me like ranting about anything. It's just I guess I'll make it into a rant. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. So today I have to talk about. I recently went into a Redbox at Walmart, and as I was going in there, there's these two people in front of me, there was like a lady and then a guy and some kids, and I'm in there and I'm waiting for these two people because I had to return a movie that day, and I was waiting to return it, and I get in line behind these people, and they're having, first off, they start out having like a 30-minute discussion on each actor, like, "Ooh, I love Leonardo DiCaprio, he's so good, but what about him, so, blah 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 blah. Leonardo still doesn't have an Oscar, blah blah blah," you know all that stuff. And they literally went through each actor of the new releases, and I'm sitting here, and I'm a patient person, I don't really care about that, so I mean, it kind of bugged me a little bit, but I was like, okay, whatever. And I'm still waiting, and it's like, we'll say it's like 15 minutes in, and they're discussing like their bank accounts and stuff, and I'm sitting here just chilling right behind them, like, alright, enough of this. And finally this lady decides on the first movie she's getting, and then the guy's like, no, you gotta get this one too, and I'm like, oh my god, just shoot me in the face. And this is at like the 15-minute mark. She finally picks her two movies, so she puts them in, gets the movies out, and says, alright, nice meeting you, I'll see you later. And it was just, the guy was really friendly, which I'm like, oh, okay, you don't really get that weird friendliness. But it was a little weird because they were talking about their bank accounts and stuff at Walmart. And this dude, I was kind of pissed too, because I mean, I already waited 15 minutes for what I thought was a family here, but apparently there were just two different people going. So the 15-minute mark for one person, which isn't bad. I mean, I spend like probably like 10 minutes looking for movies. Usually I know the exact movie I want if I go up for a Redbox. But so the lady leaves, and then the guy's going, and the guy has these two kids that are with him, and the two kids have these sticks, and they're like poking like the Redbox, like jamming these like little these little sticks they found like from some tree. I don't know where the tree was, but they brought them into Walmart, and they're jamming it into, like, when you return the Redbox or when the movie comes out, they're jamming it into that hole. And I'm like, okay, is this thing is it gonna work by the time I'm done, by the time I get there? And so the guy doesn't want to touch the Redbox, and he's like afraid to touch it. I don't know if he's a germaphobe or what, but he's afraid to touch the Redbox. So he's having the kids do everything. And first he's returning the movies, and he's returning these movies, and the kids like, he's like yelling at the kid, like screaming. He's like, "What are you doing? I told you to put them in right. Can you read?" And this kid's like, I don't know how old she is. It was the little girl. She was probably like 8 or so. And he's like yelling at this girl to return the movies because she keeps putting them in the wrong way. He's like, "Look at what you're doing, look at what you're doing." And he's just screaming at this lady, and like, it'd be alright if he's just trying to teach her, but he's like completely like going to town on this little girl, and people are staring at us, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on here? So after like a good 5 minutes of her struggling to return the movies, because after you put it in wrong, it takes like a minute to come back out, and after that she goes to pick her movies, and this guy's like screaming at her like, "Hurry up!" And I'm like, no, don't worry about it. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Don't murder your daughter over this. And the little boy is still trying to jam the stick into the Redbox. Walmart's not a good place for Redboxes. Just like a little tip for you guys. And finally they put their movies in and return it, and they're trying to pick out the movies, and the girl's like, "I want this one." He's like, "No, we already saw that one. I can't afford 2 movies." It's like $2. I think if you have kids, you should be able to afford a $2 movie or whatnot. But that's not really a big deal. That's not the issue. And she's still screaming at this little girl. And finally, they pick movies, and like he's going through each of them, asking like the little girl, like, what movie's good, like what actors and stuff. Like, she has a clue, and she doesn't even care at this point. And they finally pick their movies, and the girl's like, because with the Redboxes, when you order the stuff, you have to put in a zip code. And the girl didn't know the zip code, and he's like telling her the zip code, and she's putting it in wrong, and he's just screaming at her again. And I'm just sitting here like, this is literally like 30 minutes in the waiting at a Redbox and the Walmart, and I'm just standing here, just chilling, just like the weirdest like look on my face staring at this guy, because the guy was a complete weirdo. I know it may not sound like it from this. I mean, it probably does, but if it doesn't, he was weird, like full on like killer robber mode with kids. I don't know why he had kids, but so he finally picks the movies, and little Timmy, the boy, is gone, and he's looking around for little Timmy, and little Timmy's suddenly he's gone, and the guy just starts yelling, Timmy, Timmy, Timmy. He's screaming it, and this kid's nowhere to be found. And I looked around, and little Timmy is on some random lady's cart, like poking her with the stick, and it's this old lady too. And so little Timmy's poking her with this stick, and the lady's just like, "Watch out, you're gonna get hurt." and the guy comes running over, grabs the kid, pulls him away, and then they don't even end up, like, they get the movies, and then like they grab them, and then they just, the dude like completely starts screaming at these kids again, and they weren't that bad of kids, honestly. It's just the guy wasn't even paying attention to him. Like, I'm pretty sure he was flirting with the lady that, I mean, I thought they were a married couple, the lady before him, and it was a weird dude, and the dude storms out, and at that point it was like 35 minutes into it, and I'm like, holy shit, what did I just have to go through for this? And moral of the story, guys, if you ever go to Redbox, don't go to one that's inside a Walmart. Go for one that's outside, like a Jewel or something. I don't know where you guys were, if you guys have ever used the Redbox. They're good. I like Redboxes. I love them, but Walmart suck. And moral of the story is, I would much rather pay out like the extra like $10 or $20 for the environment at, like, I don't know if you guys are like Target by you or something like that. And that's the story, guys. It's basically more of a funny experience at Redbox. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and tell me what you think of this series. See if I want to hear what you guys have to say about your funny experiences at Walmart. I guarantee you have some. There's never a normal experience at Walmart. You always have like crackheads or some weird. I mean, there's some normal people too. I know a bunch of normal people that go to Walmart, but there's just you get some real big weirdos sometimes. So I'd love to hear that, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you did, drop a like, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye bye.